Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day. This video, I wanted to see how this Bitmain Antminer S19 performs now. Pretty much a couple days before the Bitcoin halving, I am wanting to test this out, see how efficient this thing is, and then do some theoretical numbers of how this thing will do after the Bitcoin halving, and also, adjusting to the, the Bitcoin block, which is going to be going down from 6.25 down to 3.125 Bitcoin per block. Also equating electrical cost, which I'll do it at mine, and then we'll do some, theoretical of changing the Bitcoin price and also the kilowatt hour to see how this Bitmain S19, this is a 90 terahash, mind you, 90 terahash, so this is quite an older model, but I just wanted to see how it will stack up against, I don't know, other Bitcoin miners, and I have an Excel sheet that will go through and we'll just see, in theory, if this S19 will still be okay after the Bitcoin halving. And really, we don't know what's going to happen, if the price is going to go up, price is going to go down. I mean, fundamentally, we all know Bitcoin, as there's going to be a decrease in supply, that their demand should, in theory, go up. Thus, the price should, in theory, go up, but not financial advice. But anyways, this S19 I actually got from endlessmining.com, and thanks to him for this Antminer S19. Go check out their website, link down below if you guys are interested. But I believe right now I have this thing on low power mode, and actually I already have the normal mode hash rate and wattage for this. It's over like 3,300 watts normally, but at 90 terahash, okay, 92 terahash or so. But this does have a LPM mode as well. So let's go into the computer. There's a couple things I want to talk about regarding these S19s. They're not S9, this is not an S19J Pro or an S19J, it's an S19, 90 terahash. Okay, so this is a much older model, but it looks to be in good shape here. And down the road, I did want to try using Brains OS or another type of firmware to get even more efficiency off one of these things. But right now, we'll see how low power mode goes, but let's go into the computer and I'll show you guys the web GUI, and then we'll talk about some fun theoretical stuff. So I'll see you guys in the computer. Okay, so this Bitmain S19, it's not a J. I did firmware update it to the latest that I could find on the Bitmain's website. So yeah, December 26, 2022, I think was the last firmware. I'm mining to NiceHash right now, NiceHash, and it seems to be doing just fine. But averaging, I already done this test already. The efficiency I'm getting on this is about 66 terahash at about 1935 watts on low power mode. Okay, going here, going to settings, you guys can see I can do low power mode on this and also normal. So the LPM mode, low power mode, I'm getting 29 watt per hash on this S19 90 terahash on LPM mode. Then on normal mode, this S19 does 90 terahash at about 3460 watts. So the efficiency there goes down to 38.4 joules per terahash, all right, watt per hash. So pretty bad. It's like nearing the S17 efficiency, or like, I don't know, Avalon Nano on high mode, or WhatsMiner M30S++ on LPM mode. You guys can see, all right, but obviously it doesn't beat out, S19K Pro, which is 23, S19 XP, 22, 21, Desawee miner. I haven't seen anyone that has one of these yet. Bitmain, let's see, no, MicroBT, WhatsMiner M60S's, right, gets 20 to 19 joules per terahash as we go up. You guys all know the infamous Bitmain S21, which, by the way, I'm doing a giveaway on an S21 on Bitcoin halving day. I'm going to be live streaming that day and giving one away, an S21 195 terahash, and that's thanks to Crypto Miner Bros. We are giving away one on their behalf. Thank you for them for sending that to me, and I'll be shipping this bad boy out to somebody. Anyways, so going back to this S19 specifically, okay, it's not a Pro, it's just a regular S19 90 terahash. Okay, so if I go low power mode here, I'm getting a little bit better, about 8 points better efficiency now going LPM, but of course I'm getting much less, much less hash rate, but I'm using much less power. Okay, but you can see there. Now let's talk about Bitcoin. All right, so the Bitcoin halving is happening pretty soon by the time you guys see this video. I think on the 20th or 18th or 19th, somewhere around there, pretty soon. So how is one of these S19s going to stack up, okay, against, you know, all the other Bitcoin ASICs are out there right now, and also considering the Bitcoin network hash rate, which is considerably high right now, continues to climb day by day. A lot of farms are, you know, obviously getting into Bitcoin mining, and, you know, the hash rate just continues to climb and climb. We've seen a lot of dips here, whether or not that is mining farms turning off because of curtailment of some sort. That's probably what's happening, but it looks like we dropped down to 511 exahash. I don't know. It always goes ups and down. It always goes up and down, probably because of curtailment. So anyways, going now, what is the profitability currently before the Bitcoin halving? So an S19 90 terahash is earning about, at 10 cent kilowatt hour, okay, this is very important, the kilowatt hour right now, 10 cents, this S19 at 90 terahash is making about $2.67. Actually, I can do this one here, okay, so, you know, actually, if we do the real numbers, you know, let's do real numbers here, okay, so I'm able to get on this 66, let's do the LPM mode numbers here. Okay, so 66 terahash at 1935 watts at the wall. Okay, let's do that. At 10 cent kilowatt hour, we're gonna hit calculate. I'll have this calculator linked down below. This is a really good one where you can change the block reward, all right, and change the BTC value, which right now, as I'm recording, Bitcoin did have a pretty big dip down to 66,000. Anyways, going hit calculate. So on LPM mode, this S19 currently is able to profit about $1.95. If I had free electric, this thing would earn $6.60. Okay, so now let's do some fun theoretical here. Well, it's not theoretical. Bitcoin halving is happening, and it's gonna potentially be pretty drastic. So let's do from 6.25 Bitcoin down to 3.125. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna give it maybe 3.3, a little bit more, because, you know, transaction fees might be pretty insane during the halving, and so I don't know, maybe it could be a lot more than that, could be less, but let's just do a little bit of guesstimate there, and we're gonna hit calculate. At current BTC value, this S19 at the current price of 67,000 current difficulty, this S19 at low power mode will not be profitable at 10 cent kilowatt hour. So let's change a few things here. What if Bitcoin hit up to 70,000? Let's hit calculate. 3.3 Bitcoin block, you know, the profit would then be minus $1.09. You'd be losing $1 a day at 10 cent kilowatt hour, okay? Let's go up to 80,000. I'm just curious, when am I gonna break even on this S19? So I'd be losing about 60 cents a day if Bitcoin was 80,000. What if we went to $90,000 Bitcoin? I'd be losing 8 cents a day. So it looks like break even would be about, let's say, $94,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, so about $92,000 Bitcoin. This S19 on low power mode would be breaking even at 10 cent kilowatt hour. So if you understand, if you had less, if your electrical cost was much less, like 0.7, okay, let's just put that in, 0.007 kilowatt hour at 94,000, you can see you'd be then profiting $1.52, right? So if the BTC value was, let's say, 80,000, if at 7 cents kilowatt, you would still be profiting about 81 cents. But, you know, if you brought this down to, let's just say, I don't know, 70, I'm trying to find the break-even point here, you'd be making about 30 cents, okay? So maybe break-even could be about where it is now. Bitcoin price, $65,000 Bitcoin at 7 cents kilowatt hour. This S19 LPM mode will still generate about breaking even on 7 cents per kilowatt hour. So you guys understand what I'm getting at, right? On this model here, this is quite an old ASIC, like pretty old. I'd say like, what, I don't know, 4 years old now, maybe at most. This model's been out after the before the S19Js. So for anyone that has these, which I think some people are actually buying these things, like someone just bought an S19 90 terahash for $2,300 plus $300. Is this right? Is this guy, whoever bought this could have bought at least maybe 2 S19K Pros Like the 110 terahash models are maybe like 1.5, but still, who the heck bought this? This S19 90 terahash, 3250 watts. Someone bought this for like $2,700. That is a ripoff. I'm sorry, whoever did that, please, for the love of God. Looks like someone bought one January 4th though, a couple months ago for $1,300, S19 90 terahash. March 15th, $500. Yeah, I mean, like, these things should be definitely less than $500. Here's like a more recent one, March 30th. Someone bought one for $800 with Vanish firmware. Ooh, so maybe even better, you know, efficiency on this one. But, you know, showing this, guys, it tells me that people, especially this person, really overpaid for this S19, which is unbelievable. So, but anyways, I guess the biggest point I wanted to get at is just wondering, you know, roughly, you know, if the Bitcoin price continues to climb fundamentally after the Bitcoin halving, I mean, in theory, then, you know, S19s should be okay. But depending on your electrical cost, really, if anyone had 10 cents per kilowatt hour and lower, I mean, Bitcoin mining is mostly, I'd say a lot of people get their Asics hosted. So like, you know, at Terra Hosting or Decentral. Go check out my website, RedPandaMining.com. I have links there to the hosting sites, as well as if you guys are looking for ASIC miners, go check out, you know, all the links in my website as well, RedPandaMining.com. All the trusted links and coupons are there. But I want to know from you guys. Let's get some opinions here, some predictions. Like, what do you guys think? After the Bitcoin halving, is there going to be a massive drop-off in hash rate? If the price of Bitcoin maybe continues to go down, you know, where it is now, it's about, as of recording, you know, $66,000, $67,000 Bitcoin. Do you guys want to see like a bloodbath? Like, do you guys want to see a bloodbath of, you know, S19J Pros, 104 terahash models selling on eBay for, you know, let's just say Bitmain S19J Pro, 104 terahash. These models, like, probably sell for, let's just go recently sold items. Okay, and you know, these are selling right now. People are buying these. Someone just bought one today for $1,100. Wow. Do you guys think after the halving, is there going to be like a 20%, 30% drop off in network hash rate? Also, in terms of these, you know, older S19J models, are these going to come down to $500, $400, $300, $200? You know, you guys remember like the S9 days of, you know, those were selling for $50, and then the next bull run happened. And then those Bitmain Antminer S9s were selling for like $2,000, $3,000. Is that going to happen again? What if Bitcoin goes to 100K? What if Bitcoin, you know, goes to 150K or something like that? Then really, the S19s at 90 terahash model will be profitable. You know what? We can just do a theoretical thing here. If Bitcoin went to $150,000 at, let's just say, 10 cents per kilowatt hour, low power mode, Bitcoin halving 3.3 Bitcoin per block, you know, an S19 LPM could make $2.96 profit after electric. If you had free electric, it'd be $7.61. So, you know, interesting to look at. You know, there is value on these older models potentially, but if you want to take that risk or not, you know, with these models, if you still have, for people that still have these, like I have one here, I do have another 95 terahash with me as well. Do you guys think, you know, are we going to have some insane times here if we are in the brink of the bull run, or if Bitcoin starts going back down, are we going to have a bloodbath in terms of, you know, a lot of these miners selling for a lot cheaper than they are now, or selling for a lot more than they are now? I remember these S19J Pros in the bull run of 2021 used to be $15,000, $20,000. Now, you know, these are selling for $1,100. Maybe if we're going to have a bloodbath, these could go down to $300, $200. And, you know, but if the bull run comes about, these things could sell $5,000, $6,000 again, maybe higher. Who knows, right? There's a lot of unknowns here, but I think fundamentally, if you believe in Bitcoin, you believe in, you know, Bitcoin itself, and that the Bitcoin price is going to go up much higher than it is now, then so be it. You are going to probably take that risk and see that your ASIC miners, for anyone that has any Bitcoin miners, or hell, even any other ASIC miners out there, Caspa, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, Cadena, I mean, if Bitcoin's going to go up, I mean, generally all other altcoin ASICs go up as well with it. So anyways, guys, that's it. Anyways, guys, that's really all I wanted to talk about. And just again, let me know what you guys think. You guys think this S19 is going to turn into a paperweight after the Bitcoin halving, or be prominent after the Bitcoin halving? I guess time will tell. Timing is kind of everything. Maybe we're going to go down, but then, you know, a couple months later, we're going to go back up. Nobody knows, but I will keep you guys updated. I'll keep track of this, and yeah, I'm actually not going to have this on. I have other hardware that is a bit more efficient that I'm needing to run, which is a little bit better. So, all right, I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Peace out.